Oh my goodness. Are we live? I'm not quite sure if we're live. We are live. Oh my goodness. Hello, guys. It is your internet buddy, TheRickityBridge, once again. This is a double stream day. We have a beautiful Saturday off. And I know that Saturday night is very busy for you guys, so if you have chosen to spend any part of your Saturday with me, thank you so very much. You are appreciated beyond measure here. So right now, we are continuing with the Banner Saga. Last thing that happened was we came to the Varl capital city where Barth and the humans from the village were running to, and we found it in ruins, completely burned. And we've been told we can talk to the Varl King, so we are definitely doing so. And we're going to see what's going on here in just a moment. So, let us resume our journey. We have 19 days of supplies. Our morale is normal. Alright, let's see what's going on here. The sounds of a skirmish alert you to a Varl surrounded by half a dozen armed fighters. One man spots you and shouts, "Leave us to our business! This Varl killed my father without reason!" The Varl is about to respond when the man attacks. The giant swats the blade aside and silently watches for the next assault. Let us hear what the Varl has to say. Don't be hurting your voice, sir, says Davies. Yeah, ruining. I have a nice cup of tea here. Keela's recommendation. I have a whole beautiful, big, tall glass of water. So as long as I don't forget to hydrate, I should be all good. Welcome in, Keela. Welcome in, Davies. So we just had a huge fight. Hello, Defiance. How are you, my friend? It is so nice to see you. And it is so nice to see you, Keela. Hello back. Hope you're having the best Saturday ever. So right now, we have a Varl getting into a fight. The Varl shrugs as if unconcerned, saying, "This one's father and I had a business deal. He lied. Now he's dead." "Lies?" shouts the man. "You murdered him over a lie, you coward!" The men wildly attack the Varl, who deflects them well enough. But you're uncertain how long he can keep this up. We're going to defend the Varl. "Ivar?" you say. "We could use any Varl with a good sword arm, couldn't we?" He nods, readying his weapon. The men immediately back off, the prospect of fighting your entire army suddenly unappealing. Oh no, am I ready to do some singing? Well, if you redeem Songbird Rickety, I will sing, and you can put in a recommendation and I will do my best. Nah, just kidding. Okay. I know a few people have been saving up points for that. They've told me, so I know it's coming eventually. Alright, good. So we save the Varl. They watch from a distance, shouting obscenities and something about injustice. The Varl turns towards you. "Didn't need the help, but if I'm gonna travel, it may as well be in the company of other Varl." He falls in line with the others, and you return to travel. Okay, cool. We got one Varl. Our morale is normal. We got some renown. Alright. Ivar tells you, "We can't stay here long. It'll take 3 days straight to Costa Burra Pass, so stock up. There's no stopping once we leave." He takes off to speak with the other Varl about setting up defenses. "Dad," says Alette, appearing at your side, "I liked old Ivar." Somewhere in the back of your mind, you feel the same way. You focus on preparations instead, realizing that you may be one of the first humans about to set foot in Einentopf. Jason Jr. Keely, you're such a troll, shaking my head. "Have you been spending your renown to upgrade characters?" says Defiance. "Yes, I have been. I have been using my renown to upgrade characters. We have a level 3, a level 2, a level 3, a level 3, a level 3, and a level 2 Defiance. Check it." Oh, and we have some more renown. We could upgrade Hogan here, but I think that we should buy some supplies first and then see if we have enough left over. You have so much. Yeah, I do. I do. That's probably because... Okay. 32 days worth? I hope that's okay. Davies says Keela is a rose, not a troll. Exactly. Yeah, yeah, Defiance, I do have a lot of renown. Probably because I'm not great at games, so I'm not like playing this on hard mode or anything. I know you. Um, Defiance probably did play it on hard mode. So he's probably like, what's with all this renown? Yeah. Defiance is really smart and cool. He's an awesome dude. He was my dungeon master for a bit and it was pretty fun. It was awesome. All right. And I have more Varl that I could put in, but I'm just going to keep this lineup right now. It seems to be working pretty well for me. Oh. And Jason Jr., thank you for coming in. Rook is probably the best one to upgrade, says Defiance. Okay, I'll take your word for it. Right now, Rook is at level 3. He's one of the highest so far, and he needs 3 more kills. So I'll keep in mind. I'll try and position him for an upgrade. Because, yeah, I agree. Rook has been doing work for me. He's been really good so far. And I really like Alette, too. Alette is really good at finishing them off. But we'll have to see. So I got a bunch of supplies, and I'm just gonna spend all my renown. Just gonna spend it all because I am terrified. They said we couldn't get more supplies. All right, so we're gonna leave. All right. Oh my goodness, 9 people watching on this stupendous Saturday. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate you spending some of your Saturday with me. Thank you so much.
We approach a city that only Varl have seen and cross a bridge that only Varl could build. Let us hope that we are the only unwelcome visitors to pass.
I'm just glad I can finally make a stream, says Davies. Yeah, if you're busy, my normal streams, that's okay, dude. Like, I have to stream at a weird time because of my work, so I totally understand if people can't make it. Keela says 2 streams in 1 day. Yep. I normally do a night stream on whatever my day off is, and if I had worked today, I would have just streamed the Baldur's Gate. So yeah, 2 streams in 1 day is gonna be pretty standard for Saturday. Yeah. If I have Saturday off. Oh man. So we made it to the Varl capital city, guys. Let's see. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Guys, can I just gush about the music and the artwork for this game for a little while? This is so cool. Look at how awesome this is. Oh my goodness. It's so pretty, yeah. Like, I can tell that this was definitely made by developers who are super passionate about the project. Like, very passionate. Like, I can tell. You play pretty games, says Davies? I try to. Okay. Krumer had a southern accent. Okay. All these warriors? Another great war is upon us. It is the 3rd time I have seen such a thing. There are far fewer of us now than there once was. Krumer heads up the stairs to the great hall and returns shortly after, speaking to some Varl. What did they tell you? By all accounts, the dredge are coming here. Looks like they plan to end the Varl for good this time. This place will become a killing field soon. They say the Prince of Men is here. They've got a Mender too. Prince London is here? From Erebaran? In any case, we've given no audience today. You remember the last time you were here, young Var? It's Ivar. And yeah, I remember. What now? We find somewhere to rest. Nope, wrong voice. We find somewhere to rest. I'd recommend keeping your people out of trouble while you're here, Rook. In fact, keep them invisible. Jorinder won't be happy you're here. You're shown to your quarters, but could wander the city while you wait for an audience. You feel like you could sleep for a week straight. Alright, cool. Okay, so there's a market, there's heroes, there's a map. Okay. Map. Look at how cool this map is! Dude. Dude, we started all the way over here. That's so cool. Look at how far we've come. I mean, it looks very small, but this is like look at how much thought came into this. Like if anyone draws fantasy maps in their spare time, you are super cool. And I definitely want you to send some in the Discord. Okay. Sorry, I'm like I could pull up the map again. That's so cool. Okay. So, rest. I guess we have to rest before the audience. So, we already upgraded everyone we could. We have no renown. As you settle in, you receive word to come to the Great Hall the next morning. Ivar suggests not speaking unless addressed, and even then, keep it short. In your dreams that night, you see Varl kings fighting with dredge lords. An ominous feeling lingers as you prepare to enter the Great Hall. Shouldn't Keela lead a D&D game and be the TM, says Jason Jr. If Keela wants to, she totally should. I've been a DM once. It did not go well. Then I tried it again and it went okay. And I don't think I'll be a DM again. And if I am, I'll definitely make sure it's a very short game because I just get very restless with longer games, much to my own detriment. It's kind of sad because I want to like be in a really long D&D game and have it be awesome, but okay, I can DM for us then. Jason, no buddy, you have the wrong person. I'm awful at D&D.
Enough, Ivan. The bridge stands. Find some other way.
Greeting from Warm Toadgender. I've brought an ally. Who are these people? We don't have time for games. Wait.
Wait, I know you. Youngvar amongst us again. Is this what the end of the world looks like?
Jornder steps down from his throne to get a closer look. In the light, you spy deep wounds on the Varl king. It was my last option. You look like death, Jorndar.
The Sunder came down through Grofheim, all of them, or we would still be there.
A few thousand Varl remain. Belor has been following us since Grofheim. That's what he does. What will you do?
Remain. There is no better place for us than here. We make our stand at Irontoft. But even if Imtoft falls, the Varl won't be wiped out. Hakon is taking our best warriors to Arenbang, as we were discussing.
I'm not going, Jorndar. We're needed here.
This is not a debate.
A messenger buzzes through the doors, cutting the tension. He says, a stone slinger has been cutting a path across the bridge.
Gods. Can we not have a moment's respite? They should be here already.
A stone slinger's with them? Let me bring down the bridge, as I said. It will buy us time.
I said the bridge stands, Mender. I say it again to you, and the Prince of Men, and the whole Mender Council, were they here. I will not say it again, Hakon. Go to Erenbang. Ivan, do not touch that bridge. Am I understood?
You are. Then I'll confront the singer myself. Nobody tries to stop Ivan, but many follow as he leaves the Great Hall. Keela says, I DM'd 3 sessions of a campaign and gave up because it was too much pressure. Yeah, like, I don't know how my friend DM'd. Like, it would be too much pressure for me, too. Jason says you've got the voices down, so you should be fine, and Keela agrees. Thank you, Jason. I'm just an unhinged theater kid. The voices are really fun, and I love doing them. So, yeah, the voices are really fun. Problem is, I can only do them so long before my voice starts hurting. The Mender walks past great companies of Varl on the way to the bridge. A tall, thin creature stands there, 2 black spears over its shoulders. Ringed by dredge, the Varl have backed away in fear. Ivan stops before the stilt-legged figure. Suddenly, Ivar is beside you. We should help them! You expect Ivar to refuse, but instead he locks eyes with you. Listen to me, Rook, he says. You will probably die here, and so will everyone else who steps on that bridge. Look at your daughter. Are you prepared for that? No, I'm not. Voices are like 50% of the DM work, right? JK. Davies said, told ya. Listen, Davies, my voice is fine right now. I have the tea. We're gonna be good. I may have to break to get more tea eventually, but we are good for at least a 2-hour stream, people. This is gonna be so much fun. Okay. You watch with your heart in your throat. Ivar continues on alone to stand by the Mender at the bridge. Trying to take all the glory again, young Var, shouts Hauken, stepping forward with his entourage to join Ivar onto the battlefield. Ooh, okay. Oh, ooh, this is fun. This is the first time we get to use the Mender. I wonder what he can do. Alright. I'm not the best strategist in the world. So, I think we're just gonna go with it and see what happens. Okay, move forward, men, or Varl. All right. Yeah, Jason, you're right. Doing the voices is a big part of it, but also there's like way more to DMing, and it's really crazy. Like, if anyone DMs, I have nothing but respect for them. It is incredibly difficult. It's even harder than, like, people say writing a book is difficult. I'd say being a DM is harder because you not only have to write the book, but you have a huge table of players and they all could want different things. And you have to balance that so that everyone's story is being told and stuff. Really interesting. Really hard to do. Okay. What can you do, Mender? Abilities, arc lightning. Ooh. Nice. Uh-oh. Maybe I shouldn't have moved the Mender up. It's okay though, we're still learning. Doing the voices give the stream flavor, LOL, says Davies. Yeah, I'm glad. Like, I'm sure a lot of people are better at this game than me, but I hope... But I hope that there's not a lot of people who have as much fun with the voices as I do. Okay. Alright. We're in for it, dude. Cool games, just make it a bonus. Thanks, Davies. I appreciate you. Alright, let's go. Yeah, Davies is an OG, a channel sub, if you'll believe it. That's amazing. I cannot believe I have subs. This is insane. I only started like a month ago. Thank you so much if you did sub. Your voice for Ivar sounds like Old Snake, says Defiance. Nice. I am glad. I hope Old Snake is cool. I'm not quite sure who you're talking about. It might be like... Oh no. The Mender went down because I didn't use him properly. Silly Rickety. Use the Mender right and he'll help you in your fight. Use the Mender wrong. MGS is so good. Good shout, Defiance. Cool. I'm glad the voice is cool. Yep. It's what my friends and family call the smoker voice. When I make my voice really deep. Okay, come on. Yeah, we did it! Woohoo! We did it, we did it, we did it, did it. 9 renown. Woohoo! Says Keela. Exactly. The stone singer falls hard. A howl like a hurricane sweeps across the bridge. The dredge part like a black sea. From their depths steps a crimson behemoth, and a wave of sheer terror hits you like you've never felt before. Bellower. Hold on. Ivar. Nope. Everyone back off, shouts Ivar. Evend and the other Varl step back, almost against their will. You can't pull yourself away from watching what happens next. Gods, what was I thinking? Alright, let's see. Oh yeah, guys, the Rickity's Reading a Good Book emote got approved, so I put it in the chat for you guys. I'm just really excited. It's really cool. Okay, let's see. And turn. I think this is scripted. Jeez. Oh man, we're getting our butts whooped. Oh no! Ivar! Ivar writhes in agony, his arm torn clean off by a bellower's onslaught. The Sunder raises his weapon for the killing blow. Oh my goodness! Keela, Jason, thank you so much for the bits, guys. That's really kind of you. Thank you. Sunder, face me! Screams an uncertain Ivan, stepping back onto the bridge, raising his staff high. Even from here, you can see his arm trembling. You can feel practically frozen in place watching. Whoa! Ivan recoils in terror from the massive serpent that has appeared in the distance, and even Bellower backs away. It leans in close to inspect the two armies, flicks its great tongue, and then indifferently lurches over the mountainside and out of sight. The dredge are a knot of confusion. Some cower, others crouch in what looks like worship. Hacken shouts an order above the din. Varl rush forward, bowling over surprised dredge, gaining ground. Bellower has receded back into the horde. Jorinder watches from the stairs. Hurry! Says Ivan, suddenly pulling at your arm, snapping you out of the moment. You rush to Ivar, laying on the ground amidst the fighting, still breathing despite a missing arm, and drag him back into the city. Oh my goodness, Jason with more bits. Thank you so much, Jason. I appreciate the bits. That's so cool. And the sad Rickety is so appropriate.
You're welcome.
Oh man. Davies, thank you. Why the sad emote, Jason?
I was
Keela.
just starting to miss the sound of your voice.
Oh, thank you, Not Yet Human. Alright, anyway, Keela, Ivar lost his arm. That's when he played the sad emote. Can you save? Yes, probably. Give me silence. Nearly 3 hours pass silently as Ivan plies his trade. Flesh slowly forms and closes over Ivar's torn frame. That is as much as I can do. He should make it. Thank you. Keela says, makes sense. I was zoned out. Oh, I'm sorry, Keela. I know it's late in the UK, so if you have to go to bed, it's okay. You can go ahead and go to bed. The mender looks exhausted, leaning heavily against the bed. When was the last time you slept? A couple days ago. I'm okay. I just need to sit. Before you catch him, the mender crumbles to the floor. No, says Keela, you don't want to go to sleep? Okay. Well, if you want to hang out here, Keela, I'm very happy that you are here. Uh-oh. Ixie milk. That's what the dragon said. What the heck? Your sight swims as if underwater. Memories fly away. Davies, Keela says, don't tell me what to do. Your sight swims as if underwater. Memories fly away like startled ravens before you can capture them. With great effort, you remember who you are. Juno. You also realize that monumental serpent is speaking to you now. Your last certainty was that you died some time ago, and that is about to happen again. Whoa, who's this character? Hold on. Yes, strong, independent Aussie says not yet happened. Says not yet human. Aussie. Oi. Jason beat me to it. Jason is fun. He's just a chaos gremlin. He's awesome. Jason streams, guys. He never streams when I'm awake, so I can't tell you about it. But if you want to follow him and check it out, you should. He always streams when I'm awake. When I'm asleep, not awake. So I can't tell you about his streams at all. Keela's awesome. She streams Hades, and she streams some co-working stuff. She's great. I'm at her streams normally because she's really fun and cool. Okay, now I need to do a serpent voice. I was stalling because I had no idea what to do. Let's see. Frustrating. You are slow to understand the serpent. It speaks in a language that recalls very ancient memories of words you have learned long ago. If you are going to die, I suppose we must speak instead. Who are you? My name is Juno. You are Juno. It means nothing to me. Maybe I have asked the wrong questions. What are you? And what is your purpose? I am a mender. Mender. Ah, Valka. Now the picture is forming. Do you not know me, Valka? Though your memory is still fuzzy, you're certain you know nothing about an enormous serpent. What do your prophecies say? The gods gave you the prophecy. Fates, destiny. Is there no child coming to slay me with a magic sword? Are there no stars in the sky foretelling this disaster? Do you truly not know? The gods are dead. Dead? How is that? Are you a god? No. The gods are silent, and before me stands one who knows not what they have done. Listen carefully now, for I will give you a prophecy. I am the end. Do you understand? This world and this tapestry I would devour. It is my purpose. But I cannot. Instead, now comes a wall of night to consume your pitiful world. Wall of night? The dredge. Dredge? Stone men marching across the long bridge? No, it is darkness. The egg white has turned black. I meant to devour the tapestry itself. not idly witness the dust smother this rock. I am incomplete, a worm crawling through a dung field because of you. Who are you to take my destiny? What are you? Return what's is mine. Davies, oh, you followed Keela and Jason? Thank you, Davies. That's awesome of you. Ivan, Juno, you're alive. You're alive. How? Where are you? Wait, where am I? Asleep, I presume, or unconscious. I am in Ridgehorn, I think. A serpent was trying to kill me. Now I'm talking to you. Time is moving strangely. I've lost swathes of memories. But I found you. For a short time, at least. The serpent said something about a long bridge. So I took a guess. It came after you? We saw it at Einentoff. Are you okay? It tried to turn me to ash after we spoke. I'd be surprised if that's the last we've seen. It could tear the land apart or crush cities if it wanted. What are we to do? It gets worse. It gets worse. A prophecy of the gods that I've never heard of. There are still prophecies out there? It was vague. Sounded like that serpent was supposed to swallow the world. Instead, some kind of darkness or nothingness is seeping from the north. It devours whatever it touches. That would explain why the dredge are swarming on us like someone kicked an anthill. Ivan, are you in danger? You could say so, but Bellower is here. The Varl are holding him off, but not for much longer, I think. Of all this cinder, why the immortal one? Bellower, that is the worst of luck. I would have you come to me, but we will have to do this the hard way. Listen closely. I will return to Strand and find passage down the Red River. You must lean Einentoft and meet me in Surgholm. Juno, we'll never make it to Surgholm. Bellower is about to overtake us. The Var won't listen to a thing Find a way. Do whatever it takes. I will not be able to contact you again before Singerholm. Go. And Ivan, yes, I love you. Oh, she loves him. How cute. Oh, Overseer, Ave, I am playing some Imperator, and I might have created the most powerful army in the world. Just to put it into perspective, in a war, Carthage lost 288,000 soldiers while I lost 18. Dude, Overseer, that is epic. And by the way, I cannot wait for the finale next Thursday when we take on Carthage. Oh man, that's going to be so much fun. You've spent a lot of time next to him since he passed out. Just keeping an eye on him. It's not like that, Dad. He saved Ivar. He might save the rest of us. Can he hear us? He just moved. How long was I... You were out for a couple of days. How do you feel? Juno, she's alive. I need to meet her in Surgholm. Hold on. Slow down. Who's Juno? She's my mentor on the Mender Council. She contacted me. Contacted you? How? She's not like most Menders. What happened here since I passed out? The Varl are holding the dredge back. Just barely. Bellower has disappeared. Ivar is still out of it. Junder sent Haken, London, and a couple hundred Varl away to Erin Barang. I don't know how long we'll be able to hold out here. Rook, I need your help. Take me to Sergerholm. Juno is going to meet us there. Sergerholm? That's got to be a week away at least. And just abandon Einentoft? Maybe, or no, I could destroy that God's forsaken bridge myself. That would delay the immediate threat, but Jorinder will never agree to it. I need to understand a few things, Ivan. Why won't the Varl King destroy the bridge? I can't completely understand it myself. The last time I mentioned it, he made his mind very clear. He he'll let the city and the rest of the world fall before that damned bridge. How could you collapse the bridge by yourself? Not but by myself. I could blast it apart, but this bridge just wasn't made to fall. It'll take time and concentration. That's why I need your help. And the Varl will try and stop me. It could mean holding off both the dredge and the Varl. What do we know about Bellower? I can't stop him, but I believe Juno can. That's why we need to go. We could just leave. And let the Varl die just to give us a head start? It's not my first choice. I've done everything I can on my own. What is going on around here? That serpent. Bellower. Look, I know things are, well, it's a long story. How well do you know history? We're from a very small town in the woods. I'll keep it short. You know how men and Varl were made, the Loom Mother, the other gods? In the First Great War, the armies of men and Varl hated each other. They fought bitterly for land and dominance. Then one of the gods created the dredge, and they were such a threat that unless men and Varl set aside their differences, they threatened to wipe out both races. So they did. They ended the war, pushed the dredge into the north, and formed an alliance that has held ever since. The Second Great War began generations later. The dredge rallied their forces, defeated the Varl, who watched the borders and laid waste to the unsuspecting settlements throughout the world. They were led by Sunder, powerful dredge warlords and weavers like Bellower. He was there the Second Great War. Humanity was on the brink of extinction when the inner circles of Menders went forth and finally sent the Cinder and the Dredge deep underground. For the most part, the Dredge haven't tried to return since, well, until now. Those Menders are called Valka. Juno wasn't there by herself. She's from their bloodline. So another great war has begun. If I didn't think the world was ending, it would be incredible. Ancient history is playing out before us. What about the serpent? That's another story. There's nothing in the Mender's libraries about that thing. It must have something to do with the dredge returning. That seems unlikely. I need some time to think about this. I understand. Be quick, Rook. There has to be some way to. I can't believe the Varl would be so stubborn. Speak to Jornder yourself. He's in the Great Hall. Maybe you'll have more luck, or maybe he'll put your head on a spike. Rook, I hate to put all this on your shoulders, but I've got few friends here. Come to a decision quickly. Either way, we can't stay. We have to make it to Sergenholm. Juno will know what to do. Okay. Yeah, so I decided to make the Mender stutter because he seems very anxious. He gives me anxious vibes. Okay, let's go back to the Great Hall. Let's see if we can convince this dude that the bridge needs to be taken out.
You'll do as I say.
I'm not here to argue. I'm telling you that we're dying by the dozens every day now. You send our best away with Haken? How long do you expect us to last?
You asked for this command, Fossalt. Don't let them get across that bridge.
Fastalt takes his leave just as you approach. Not great timing, you think to yourself. Thank you for the audience.
I forgot your name.
Rook.
Rook? How is Yngvar? Will he survive?
I think so.
If I remember Yngvar well enough, he hasn't told you why he faced down Bellower, did he?
No, he keeps things to himself.
Yes, that sounds right. Yngvar confronted a Cinder in his youth during the Great Wars. He won that fight. None other but the Menders might have done that. He proved us stronger. Maybe he thought he could do it again.
Ivar killed a Sunder. How did he end up in Skogar?
You'll have to pry that from him yourself. I don't know.
He disappeared when the last king tried to name him Kender. Sorry, hydration break really quick here. Ugh. Keela's laughing. Why are you laughing, Keela? I'm glad you're amused. I'm so happy you're laughing. But I'm just wondering why. Overseer, now I'll turn my OP army against Rome again. Last time I stack wiped them every battle, and they were cowards running from Legio Ferreta. But I made sure I fortify everything this time. They are like cornered vermin soon to fall to the lion's claws. Rome Delta 8. There was a voice. It made me giggle. Affectionately. Well, I'm glad it made you giggle. I try to make the voices distinct. Okay. Right. So Ivar, real name is Yinger. He disappeared when a king tried to name him something called a Kender. What is that? I don't know. It sounds like a Kindle, and I love my Kindle, so I'm optimistic this is going to be some cool lore. It occurs to you that Jorinder would not be on the throne now had that happened. Uh-oh.
But why are you here, Rook? Be brief.
I'm offering to help take apart that bridge.
Human, if there is one more mention of that bridge.
Jorinder's mood changes almost instantly.
If you have nothing else to say, get out of my hall.
What is so important about that bridge?
Every man I've ever met thinks he'd rival the gods himself if only he were in charge. I am over 400 years old, and I know that I know little. You are a child, an infant, yet you know everything? Listen, human, the story is not about you. If you jumped from that bridge today, the world would not change. Now, either help Falsalt retake it, or leave my city. I don't care which. Guards are quick to usher you from the Great Hall. You don't resist. I feel like you should have known this, but Rome delenda est means Rome must be destroyed. Overseer, I keep telling you, dude, I know zero Latin. Zero Latin. Okay. So, I can either help the Varl, or I could try and destroy the bridge. Oh man, this is hard. I am going to go ahead and try and help the Varl. At the warfront, rows of Varl are lined up, waiting for their turn to fill in as the warriors on the bridge battle dredge in one endless churn of bodies and blood. Falsalt catches your eye in between giving orders.
You lost, human?
He says, offer to help.
Fair enough, Falsalt admits. I'm not going to argue against putting you on the bridge, but we've got plenty of wounded here as well if you can work the needle.
We'll treat the wounded. You spend a day alongside Alette and many others tending to the wounded Varl, of which there are many. The work is hard and bloody, and after a long day you excuse yourself to wash off and to find a place to sleep while the fighting continues unabated. That's the voice, is Keela. It suits him so well. Thank you, Keela. I am glad it suits him well. Okay, so guys... Oh boy. Okay. There is no saving in this. This could be the wrong choice, but I feel like the bridge needs to be destroyed or the dredge will just destroy everything. So, here we go. Ivan nods when you tell him you'll help destroy the bridge. He reminds you of the plan. Get him onto the bridge and give him time to strike until it falls. Hold off anyone who comes to stop him, dredge or Varl alike. We're ready. Okay. This is not going to go well. All right. Wow, he's a rank 5. I think my people might be under-leveled. All right. Oh, can we not promote him? Yeah, we don't have enough. Okay. Oh man, this is gonna be so bad, guys. Like, I just have a very bad feeling about this. Alright. Okay, here we go. Oh no, here we go, here we go. Alright. Guys, I am so nervous. This is... I don't want to fight the Varl. Okay, good. It looks like we're not fighting the Varl. We're fighting the dredge. I'm okay with that. The dredge need to go. Okay. Sure. This is the formation. Rook. Seven damage. Do it, Rook. Mender. Go behind Rook. Abilities. Arc Lightning. Do it. Get him. End him. Oh no, he's still alive. Dang it. Okay. Alright. How do I... Okay. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. This is not great. This is not great. This is not great. I do not like it when they do that special move. It is bad news. Okay, come on, come on, come on. Dang it! They're smart. This game is good. They made smart AI. Okay, come on, get him. Bam! Let's go. Okay. Move up here. Attack. Nice. Why is he still alive? Okay. Rook. Let's try and get you a level up, my dude. Do it. Finish him. Okay. Mender. Alright.
My
He
lord,
needs to stay.
is that legal?
I will make it legal.
Oh no, 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 no. No, not Alette. Poor Alette. Okay. Okay, come on, come on. Okay, okay. Don't hit Alette. Dang it. I say not to hit Alette, and they hit Alette. It's like they know exactly who to go for. Davies, thank you so much for the bits, Davies. I really appreciate it. Alright, Alright, let's see. Hold on. No, not Alette. Dang it. Okay. 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 Please, Alette. Just run away, dude. Come on, get it. Good job. Get the dredge. Yes. Okay. Finish him. Let's go. Overseer, you said you sent some pics in the Discord. I'm really proud of it. Time to kill the vermin. The line has waited long enough. Britannia, Invoca. Nice. Britannia rules the waves. Let's go. At the break in the fighting, Ivan starts to rain down lightning at one of the bridge's supports further ahead. Dredge respond with confusion, shuffling away from the area. Then the Varl notice. What are you
doing?
Shouts Falsalt. Several more Varl join him. Ivan is locked on in his attacks. Another lightning strike, sending rubble down the air. Stop! Shouts Falsalt, drawing his weapon. The others follow suit, ready to attack. We'll surrender. Put down your weapons, you say quietly to your allies, then again more loudly so everyone can hear. I'm sorry, you tell Ivan. He nods. You're dragged roughly from the bridge and up the stairs to the Great Hall.
Was there not just one thing I demanded of you?
Jorndor launches from his throne, pointing an axe in your direction.
You've broken this alliance, human. Man and Varl are no friend to each other anymore. This is my reward for allowing Ven and Irontoph?
Do not blame all of humanity for my... There is a bustle from the back of the hall. The Varl part around a shadowed figure entering the room.
Jormungandr, enough. This fight could not have been won. They tried to do what you would not.
Excuse me, hydration break.
Enough of this insolence. I want these people out of my city.
You'd gladly let our whole race die?
There is nothing glad about it. There are no more Varl being made tomorrow, or 1,000 years from now. We are all there is, and we will all be gone someday. You will destroy what we have made? What else is left of us? Will we leave no trace behind, as if we never existed? Now get out of what is left of my lands and my city, and never return.
The guards pull you roughly from the great hall where your caravan has been hastily gathered together. Dang, we were so close. Chapter 6. Ooh. Of our bones and chills. Alright, great morale. 32 days of supplies. They kicked us out, guys. We tried to destroy the bridge, but we weren't going to fight innocent Varl. They were following their king's instructions. We're not going to fight them and kill them for it. Ugh. A flurry of snowfall seems to come out of nowhere and quickly thickens until you are unable to see the man in front of you. You shout out a complete halt, but the screaming winds drowned out the sound. A day passes before the blizzard abates and clansmen start to reappear from the snowdrifts. It quickly becomes apparent that not everyone is where you last saw them, and a quick search of the area is not enough to recover all the missing clansmen. Ask volunteers to scout the immediate area. Plenty of volunteers step forward and you send them in each direction for a predetermined amount of time. The scouts return mostly empty-handed and family members plead for more time to search. Commit to an hour or more searching before departing. When calling out for missing family and friends, the clansmen trample into snow into a buggy slush. Any chance of finding tracks are soon lost and the caravan slowly submits to their solemn failure. Oh no. Morale declined. Davies says the adventure continues. Exactly, Davies. The adventure continues. Oh my goodness. And thank you for the bits, Davies. I'll have to make it so that if you subscribe to the channel, you can do that for free. But I do appreciate the bits. I'll have to ask Crusader Chronicles how she does that. How she has that setting there. Let's see. A woman's stifled screams fail to overly concern anyone. It was only a matter of time before the expectant mother gave birth. The caravan is simply excited by the first sign of new life since the trip began. Offer the family extra rations as gifts. While the caravan cheers the baby's birth, you suggest offering the family a bit more food over the next few weeks. The clansmen quietly arrange a supply wagon at the flap of the family's tent to surprise them with when they next come out. Okay, cool. Overseer, by the way, I have thousands of reservists. Every region can contribute up to 20k, and my capital has 90k soldiers. It's basically because I have been converting population. About 60% of all people in my empire are the main population. Awesome. I am subbed, but no big deal, man. I just did it so I can contribute. Thank you, Davies. I appreciate it. Yeah. I know you're subbed. That's why I wanted, like, I just want the subs to have a lot of perks because I appreciate you guys so much, you know? Like, you guys give a lot to the channel, just more than time and views, so I appreciate all of you. It appears that large figures following from the direction of Einentoft. Oddleaf watches intently before finally saying, "They have a cart. I can hear it." You slow to get a better view and spy a small caravan of Varl. Eventually they catch up.
Greetings, Ivar. It's been a while since we talked, hasn't it?
I know you, Odin. Never imagined you'd be the one to defy the king. What made you leave?
Someone had to.
What do you mean?
Bellower is heading this way.
Already? How is that possible?
A group of Varl from Wormtum showed up around the back of Eincroft, the long way. Bellower and his army chased them across the summer path, they said.
Past Wormtone? That doesn't make sense. Bellower was at the bridge.
He must have doubled back after that serpent appeared. While we fought on the bridge, he led half his forces around to approach Einentoft from behind.
The attack on the bridge was a feint?
Don't let anyone tell you the dredge aren't clever.
Don't let anyone tell you the dredge aren't clever. Einentoft will fall within the day.
Maybe not, he's following you. I thought one of you may know why.
You exchange nervous glances, but nobody speaks up.
Must be me then.
Is there something I don't know? That's quite a grudge he's holding if he's coming after you, Ivar.
It doesn't matter. Our only chance is to get to Cernholm. Juno will know what to do. Hydration break.
We'll join you. I bring supplies and warriors, and my friend Gunnulf here bears a heavy sword. I believe he'd be happy to swing it for you.
Alright. Plus 15 fighters, plus 5 Varl, plus 15 renown? Let's go! Okay, okay. Let's see. The caravan stops at a split in the road. Ahead, the path leading to Surgerholm veers off into the hills, which are now swimming with familiar black shapes. Dredge that way too, grimaces Ivan. The summer path leads straight to Surgenholm, while taking the main road will add several days. They're every way now, replies Ubin. I suggest we go around past Horkstuff. Go around. Yeah, we're not going to fight the dredge. I hate to say it, you tell Ivan, but I'm not willing to walk into swarms of dredge anymore. Juno will have to wait. You turn towards the long round around Hawkstorp instead, hoping you've saved lives in the process. Okay. Cool. Weak morale. Oh no, we got a camp. Okay. What do you have to say? Don't talk much, do you? You approach a massive, green-clad Varl who is sitting quietly by himself eating bread. So? Just wanted to know anyone who can cleave a dredge in two like that a little better. I'm Rook. What to know? Ubin asked me to chop a dredge in two. I chop him. Traveled with Ubin for long? Yes, long time. When I was young, I fight for another Varl. It did not work out, but I learned to swing a sword. Ubin pays well, gives me plenty of things to kill. To be honest, maybe too many things these days. I'll let you finish your meal. Want to be friends with Gunnulf? He pops the last hunk of bread into his mouth. Keep food in the cart. Alright. Want to keep that man happy? Get some food. Okay. Morale improved. Let's leave. Alright. Alright. Guys, we're about an hour in. Oh man, oh man, oh man. This is exciting. A well-tended farm with plenty of livestock draws the caravan's attention. Upon your arrival, the farmer and his workers stand defensively within plain sight. crude weapons at the ready. Their crossed arms make their thoughts clear without a word. Come with us, it's not safe here. You warn the farmer of the approaching dredge, but the man spits and says, "The land is my life. I lose that, may as well be dead." The farmhands slowly nod their agreement, neither joining you or lowering your weapons. Leave the farmer and his livestock alone. What's his is his, you say to the caravan. No sense fighting those trying to protect themselves. Grumbling bounces around through the clansmen, but the caravan is moving once again. All right. We have 27 days of supplies. I hope that's enough. Okay, you enter the village of miners who want to know what has been happening recently between the rumblings of a quake and sightings of dredge in the distance. As you look around, you see a lot of elderly and children, and you know that these people will only be more mouths to feed. Let them make their own decision. You're welcome anyone who wishes to join the caravan. Many do, while others choose to stay in their homes and see things through. You wish them luck. Okay. More clansmen, less fighters. Okay, we just rested so we can just leave. Normal morale. When we get to weak morale, we'll have to stop. Look at that, shouts one of your clansmen. The caravan stops to watch dredge pulling into the village you had just passed through. I hope anyone who stayed behind got out alive, says Alette, but you have your doubts. They're coming, says Ivar, pointing out a line of dredge leaving the village and marching towards you. As you watch, the dredge in front falls over, and the one behind it falls as well. You hear a twang to your left. Nid, the archery student of Oldleaf's, who you recall deftly shooting a snow rabbit, is firing arrows down the hill. Another dredge topples. That's incredible, says Oldleaf, but we should get out of there. Oldleaf's right, let's go. But why don't you come with us the next time you want to try out that bow? You tell Nid, who nods a smile on her face. Cool, we have another archer, guys. And Rickety is notoriously great with using archers, right? Just kidding. I am awful with archers. I never am close enough to fire at the enemy. I make so many mistakes with the archers. While walking, the words of a mother's song reach you. It's soothing, nuanced, and about your current journey. When she finishes, a man begins a tale of his own in verse. The woman quickly responds with another poem, and the entire caravan slows to listen to the entertaining competition. Okay. We need to stay vigilant, you say. The smiles fall away from the clansmen's faces. Your sound reminder is taken in stride, and the caravan moves stoically forward. Yeah, we have to pay attention. Everything wants to kill us right now. The world is ending. The gods are dead. Everything wants to kill us right now. Oh man, -8 supplies. Oh, look at this beautiful, beautiful stone here. Dude, I'm just jamming out to the music. It is so good. Bam, bam, bam. Alright. The godstone of Dunder passes around you in the frozen climates here. It looks like the rock has split and is falling apart, held together only by the deep snow. Curiously, when standing between the stones, the wind drops off completely, picking up once you've passed through. Get back to the road. If the weather changes, we may suddenly find ourselves freezing to death, you reply. There's some wisdom to your words, and so the caravan continues on. Morale improved. Look at how cool that is. Oh my goodness, so cool. Harsh words from one mother to another draw attention of the entire caravan. My daughter marries Ragni or no one. That reed thin tramp you call a daughters won't provide sons. The insulted mother bares her teeth, ready to attack. You know what? No. Like, this is very valid. The end of the world is happening, guys. I think we have other things to worry about than who's marrying who right now, okay? We're lucky to be alive, so worry on marriage another time, guys. This is not the time. The world is literally ending. The two women look embarrassed, which turns to anger. You worry about your fighting, and I'll worry about my daughter. Both women glare at you before storming off. You know what, guys? Like, I don't even know what to tell you. Like, this is not helpful right now. Okay, in the distance, Hawkenstorp smolders like an old campfire. Even from here, you can see black figures shambling through it. That looks like a dead town. That looks like a dead town, remarks Ivar, confirming your impressions. There's usually survivors, Odleif reminds you. Check it out just in case. I hope others would do the same for me. Dredge are nothing we haven't faced before. Ivar grunts but otherwise says nothing. Besides, it might throw Bellower off our scent a bit. You had a day's march out towards Hawkstorp. Okay. As soon as you've stepped foot in the small town, you think you've made a mistake. It's thoroughly littered with corpses. Within moments, the dredge are upon you as though you stirred up an angry hornet's nest. You draw your weapons. Oh no. Okay, okay. We have so many. We have so many people, okay? Confirm. Okay. Promote. Yes. Yeah. Do it. Bam. Level 4. I like it. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think that'll do it. I think that'll do it. Nid, Bowmaster, okay. I see you, Nid. Rome has been entirely banished from Italy, says Overseer, and all regions are now my colonies. I must admit, it's quite nice getting rid of mice. Nice, Overseer, nice one. All right. Man, we just have a lot going on right now. I'm only level 3 with Rook now. One more kill and he's promoted. Okay. This is the battle to do it. Let's see what's going on here. I think this will end pretty well. I just have a feeling. Okay, I'm not gonna move things around. I'm not too much of a tactician. Let's just get to it. Just take someone off the board now. Jeez. Okay. Abilities, Arc Lightning. Do it. Do it. Let's get 2 of them. Maybe? Nope, just that one. Okay. Alright. Hi. You're big and scary. I don't like you. Good job, Ivar. Okay, let's move this other guy to finish you off. Bye! Oh no, 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 no. Okay, what is this? What is this? Okay. Oh no. Alright. Wait, hold on, hold on. Okay, that didn't really help a lot. Okay. Jeez. Dude, that is so much damage. Okay. This big guy needs to go. What can we do here? 11, 12? Do it. Bye-bye. Alright, what's we got? What's we got? What's we got? Okay, good. Resist. I like the sound of that. Resist means I didn't take damage. Okay. What? No, no, no. Dang it, they're after the Mender every single time. Okay. Bloody flail. Okay. Okay. Finish him. Easy peasy. Mender. Abilities. Arc lightning. Just finish him off. W's in the chat. +1 renown. We have done it, everybody. Your foes lay defeated at your feet. Let's go. Rook is ready for a promotion. Ooh, +10 renown. Nice. Alright. The town is nothing but ghosts, now covered in more dredge bodies too. Remarkably, as you're about to leave, you find an old man sitting quietly in a tattered market stall with a couple of items in front of him. He hums to himself as if nothing were wrong and seems to be in shock. Your clansmen gather him into the caravan before you leave. Okay. WWW, says Keela. Thank you, Keela. Alright. Let's see. Let's go talk to Nid. I don't know if we've ever spoken. I'm Nid, your rook. I know. We've actually been traveling together for a long time. Isn't it strange how you can be so close to people and not know it? Every day I pass people I swear I've never seen before. I wanted to thank you for letting me join you. Have you always been such a good shot? Honestly, I've never tried before Old Leaf made me. I spent my whole life making clothes, cleaning. Old Leaf's good, but I don't think it was all her doing. It feels right. I just look where I want it to go. Anyway, I feel better. The caravan, the people, worrying all day and making problems. Sometimes they really stew in their misery. I'm glad I can do something very helpful. Okay, let's see. Where are you from? I don't think you're from Skoger. I know most of the people there. No, I had a house in Frostfella, but we were driven out when the dredge started to show up. My husband died trying to protect our home. My sons and I were thrown into the fields. I'm sorry. Ekel's men killed my husband, and now Ekel is traveling with us. For a long time I was angry. Why did he get to live? Why did you decide for the rest of us? You look away momentarily, not sure what to say. But I've let it go. I have 3 sons, and I don't want them to grow up with hatred in their hearts. That's why I wanted to thank you. You're welcome. I should be going. Don't think anything of it. We all have our own problems to deal with. Let me know if you need me to put an arrow into something. She returns to her tent, and her boys are waiting for her. Cool. All right, so let's rest. Oh, boy. Okay. Okay. That's as much supplies as we can buy. Let's see if anyone needs to be upgraded. Rook. Promote. Let's go. Okay, good, 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 good. All right. Who else needs to be promoted? Nobody? Look, I have a huge roster here, but the problem is a lot of them are like level 2, level 3. So it's like I only have 4 like key players here, but that's okay. That's okay. We are going to win and prevent the end of the world, or the world's going to end, or I don't even know the ending of this game, but I am so excited to find out. All right, let's leave. $20 more days of supplies. Ahead, you find what appears to be a good number of peasants surrounded by brigands. One of the armed men looks over his shoulder and says, "Gods be damned, that's all I need. Listen, don't interfere, and one of the supply wagons is yours." While remaining silent, the peasants plead with you with their eyes. Always on the move, says Davies. Yep, we're always on the move. What's going on here? Nothing concerning you, he replies, and before you start telling me otherwise, these are my clansmen. They thought they could run off with every scrap of food in the village. Now, all I want is you to move on. So take your share or don't. We're not going to get involved at all. You turn a blind eye to what is happening and keep the caravan moving. You can't be uncertain whether the armed men were being completely earnest about what happened, but you realize you can't go around solving everyone's problems. We can't. I don't know who's lying. Were the peasants thieves who doomed the rest of the village to a slow death? I don't know. Oh, cool, another stone. Look at this one. It's so cool. Check it out, guys. Ugh. Check it out. It's so cool. The godstone of Ingrid, goddess of knowledge, looks on as the caravan takes a much-needed rest. Ivar shoos some children away from a solitary dredge slinger lying dead beneath the stone. Inspect the godstone. Ingrid's godstone is carved with ancient runes which don't make much sense to you, though Ivan tells you some of the Menders have deciphered them. It's how the Mender learned the language of the gods. Past the largest stone, a long series of slabs contain more writings all the way down the hill. The odd thing, he tells you, is that the writing occasionally changes depending on who is reading it. Usually it describes the history of the gods, but it can be almost nearly any topic. Sadly, Ivan doesn't know how to read it himself. Juno could, he says. Okay, we'll pack up and move on. Morale improved. After you're ready to depart, you hear screams from near the main godstone. The same boys so curious about the dead dredge before are shrieking and pointing. For a brief moment, you think it may not have been dead, but that's when you see when they have opened a wrapping that was in the dredge's hands.
Wait,
Ivar says, his arm across your chest.
this shouldn't have been. Get everyone away.
A chill sweeps over you. Alette pushes past and gasps.
Stop!
Shouts Ivar, but the curious onlookers have already seen it.
Leave it.
On the ground before the dead slinger is a small, stony figure, its hands searching for something it can't find. That's a baby? That dredge is a woman? We've been killing women. We've been slaughtering women and children this whole time, leading them to die.
In a war, it's only the males who fight.
We've been fighting these dredge the whole way. Why are women with children on their backs attacking us?
They're not invading. They're running.
Everyone stops dead in their tracks. The entire caravan is gathered around, aghast. Keela says, "Yo, that's dark. That is dark. What the heck? The dredge aren't the problem. Guys, this changes everything. They're just running. They're desperate." Everyone stops dead in their tracks. The entire caravan is gathering around, aghast. When I spoke to Juno, she told me something was coming. She didn't know what. A darkness, something black is covering the world, and the dredge are running from it as we're running from them. The serpent, the quake, it saw the beginning of the end. Ivar, you knew. Why didn't you say something?
Ivar? When I was young, I killed one of the Sunder during the Second Great War. We called it Rays. Every time we would build our defenses, it would flatten them and push us back again. I became separated from the rest of the Varl and stumbled upon Rays deep in a snowstorm. Alone. She was nursing. I threw my axe. It twisted in the wind. Her son died in her arms. She was so pathetic, kneeling in the snow. She didn't even try to stop me when I took her head. That's how I killed a Sunder. When I found my way to Grofheim, the Varl wanted to make me Kender, next to be king. I left, walked until I ended up in Skoger, where no one knew what I had done.
The only sound is the wind blowing through the trees. Oh my goodness. Dude, the dredge are just refugees. I suppose they are a symptom, not the disease, says the overseer. I guess, but like they started multiple wars, but like who's at fault? History is always written by the victors, and the humans and the Varl won. What's going on here? I need to know more.
All right, that's it. Dishonor. Dishonor on your whole family. Make a note of this. Dishonor on you. Dishonor on your cow.
Exactly. Dishonor. Dishonor. He killed a new mom. That is so awful. Oh man, he was fighting back, but still, that is so dark and sad, guys. Oh my goodness. Okay, I gotta read this clip here. I'm still processing that. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. I haven't got this far in the game before, guys. This is new information. Okay, let's see. For a long time, nobody says a thing until a child breaks the silence. What do we do with the baby? She asks. A lump forms in your throat, looking at the small obsidian creature squirming before you. You know what? This is a baby. We're not hurting a baby, guys. I'm not doing it. We're taking it with us. You argue strongly for showing mercy and humanity. Some of the women in the caravan hesitantly agree to take the dredge infant, while others are furious about bringing it along. Not long afterward, one of the women comes to you. Its swaddle was being held by this, she says, giving you a hairpin that looks distinctly undredge-like. An inscription on the silver almost slips your notice. Persevere. From the goddess herself, if you ask me, the woman tells you. Okay. Persevere, it says. Well, if they're actually bad, then we wouldn't want them having children now, would we? The question is, are they bad? In that case, I suppose we don't have the answers yet. Exactly, Overseer. Exactly, we don't have the answers. We've been told that the dredge are evil, that they just attack indiscriminately and just hunt down and kill humans and Varl. That's what we've been told, right? But we don't know now. This changes everything. Like, women with babies do not fight unless things are really, really bad. Or unless the culture is just bad in general. So, like, I don't know what kind of sane culture would have a woman with a baby fighting unless things were so desperate. Alright, you're making the usual rounds when you hear a rather loud debate coming from the area that Varl have gathered. Ivar joins you as you approach. Okay, cool. Ubin? Oh, no, he's southern, hold on. Ubin? You'd rather be known for falling asleep and dying in the corner of a meat house than battling a cinder? Warrior baby, says Davies. Yeah. Warrior baby. Dude. I hope the dredge are good. I want them to be good. Like, I want us to, like, have peace and prosperity. No, I'd rather be known for not dying. Don't you even know what you're worried about? I did this 100 times in the Great Wars. Take some warriors, plow head first into the dredge. They follow you into the hills, get lost, and now they're not following you. When you did this 100 times, did they have a bellower leading them? Have you never heard about the time I hit Bellower in the head with a throwing axe? You're planning to confront the dredge? Careful, my friend. A lot of old history getting thrown around here. The warriors were just noting there's a damn good number of dredge on our asses. Bellower pulling up the rear. This one thinks he can just wander up there and throw them off our tracks. How about some gratitude? Thought you'd be happy to finally be the oldest Varl in the land, Dubin. I'm never happy to lose more Varl, Krumer. Besides, I'm not convinced you're really older than me. Nobody's going anywhere, guys. Huh. Ha. That might work on Ivar, little one. I'm not asking for your blessing. I may be old. I've already be halfway to the battlefield by now. Speaking of which, you coming, Ingvar? You could ask Bellower for your arm back.
Don't think so. Not exactly in the mood right now.
All right, then. I'll tell Hardboard you said hello. Krumer and a good many Varl warriors head to the growing army of Dredge. Is he going to come back?
He always has before.
But this time feels different, I fear. Oh no. He just took all our Varl away on a suicide mission. Why did he do it? Why did he do it? Oh man. Oh my goodness, guys. Time flies when you're having fun. Can you believe we've been playing for an hour and a half already? Oh my goodness. This is awesome. A mother screams, flood the caravan. Her daughter lies dead in a tent. We all know who did this, she spits, staring directly at the woman she scuffled with previously. Murder over a marriage in these times? Something must be done. The accused woman remains silent. Let's investigate the death. A healer joins you in inspection of the young girl's corpse. An old infection, says the healer. No punctures, no choking, no poison. She died of disease. You report the news to the caravan. The mother admits that she had always known her daughter was ill, and everyone moves on. Okay, good. That is sad. That is sad that she died of an illness, but we don't need more death then. She is innocent. Gather round. Okay, hold on. Southern. Gather round, doubters, echoes a shout in the distance as Kumar and his band of warriors break through the nearby foliage. And behold, the invincible Varl. The caravan is thrilled to see Kumar return safely. Did the plan work? asked Ubin. Work, responded Kumar. Of course it worked. Same old dredge. Should be another day or two at least before they even find their own asses. And if you apologize, I'll tell you how you found these. Krumer says, tossing you a pair of leather gloves that look big enough for a vial. He leans in close, whispering so Ubin can't hear. Had something to do with a raven's nest and a hair tie. Okay. So we got some more items to equip. That's cool. We'll have to do that next stop.
As Sacred Home approaches, we fear the worst. The once calm lake surrounding it now looks like a bowl that has been flipped. Proud home sinking into muddy water. A side effect of the quake.
Oh no.
What has the rest of the world become on the other side of those mountains?
I do not want to know, guys. This is scary, scary, scary stuff. Alright, let's see. Alright. Oh man. I wonder what Lundin and the others are up to. One catastrophe to another, says Oldleaf as you pull into Sergenholm. The town appears to be sinking into the lake. Townspeople peek from dark windows in makeshift hovels further up the hill. No, says Ivan, looking frantic. Where is she? He runs to the front of the caravan, looking out over the water. Juno isn't here, and you get the creeping feeling you're not welcome either. Going upriver looks out of the question. The beach is bare, aside from the occasional skeleton of a ruined fishing boat. You reluctantly set up camp in the sinking town. All I'm saying is, how long are you willing to wait? While taking stock of the caravan, you inadvertently walked into a bait between Oldleaf and Ivan. As long as we need to. And I think we need to get out of here. I don't feel good about this place. Why? What's wrong? Something doesn't feel right. The people here are staring at us like those vultures in the waste. I'm sorry, Ivan. I think Oldleaf is right. I saw a man. The whole time we were setting up camp, he was just watching me. In a very creepy way. And just how long before the dredge find us here? Juno will come. Just give it a little more time, Rook. Listen to me. I need you to trust me on this. Okay. Mark it. Supply. Hero. Who can level up? No one, no one. Who can level up? No one, no one, hey. No one, no one, hey. No one, no one, hey. Who can level up? No one, no one. You guys might not need Songbird Bridge. I just break into song randomly because. Okay, let's talk to the Mender and see what's going on. You're really worried about her, aren't you? What? Oh, Juno? Worry doesn't begin to describe it. If she doesn't find us here or something has happened to her. Are you sure what you saw was real? It could have been a dream, or I don't know. You were pretty exhausted. Free song! Nice, says Keela. Thanks, Keela. Thanks. I don't know. To be honest, I'm not sure anymore. Everything is a blur. Don't tell the others I said that. I have to hope it wasn't just a dream. What is it like to be a mender? Being a mender, I guess I never really thought about it like that. It's just part of me. They knew very young that I would join the order. Born into it, you could say. My mother and father, both menders. The guild is for lots of people, you know, but builders and healers. Do they all pull lightning out of the sky? No, that's not normal. It's one of the reasons I know Juno. She's one of the council. She helps me control things like this, so we won't end up scaring people. How exactly does weaving work anyway? Well, the hardest part is usually seeing the threads. Everything is part of the tapestry. It's made of threads woven together. If you can see the threads, you can manipulate them. I don't know how to explain it. It's like trying to play a harp with invisible strings. Look at my staff, for example. Some menders carve intricate patterns in the wood to help them remember the shapes of... like I said, it's hard to explain. Why is Belwer still following us? I saw Grofheim as it burned. Ivar has a faraway look in his eyes. The thunder blew through it like a tempest. The Varl fell in the thousands. Most of the Sundar left the city and headed south. Who knows where they are now? They might be destroying every town they come to or heading towards Errang. But Bellower is staying in Grofheim just for the sport of it, I think. As we fled to Einentoft, I thought he must want to wipe the Varl off the map completely. But then he came after us. Maybe Ivar was the one who killed Reyes. Maybe, but let's just make sure he doesn't catch up. Do you think this is the end times? I don't know what to think. I just wish I could give you a better answer. Even if we escape the dredge, the serpent said a darkness was covering the world. I don't know how long that will take or what it means even. I'm just trying to solve one problem at a time. The Menders are in Erebang. If we can't find ships, we can make it to the capital. We might have a chance. No, it's okay, Rook. I appreciate the talk. It's good to stay grounded. I spent all day worrying about serpents or Sunder. I think a lot of people are intimidated or scared, maybe, of me. Don't worry, it's nothing new. I'm used to it. Maybe some time we can talk about things that don't include the world ending. Okay. Well, let's hope. We can't stay long. We can't stay long. Good night / day. Okay, Keela. Have a good night. Yeah, the rest of the stream will go great. Thank you so much for stopping by as always, Keela. You are so much appreciated on the channel. You're one of the OGs, the leader in bits, one of the subscribers. Thank you so much, and I hope you sleep very well. Have a wonderful sleep, Keela. And for the people still watching, thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate you. And, I'm gonna go at least 30 more minutes. If everyone's still enjoying themselves and if my voice is still holding out strong, we may go, you know, another 30 minutes after that. We may do a whole, you know, 3-hour stream tonight. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling locked in, and I'm really enjoying this game. So if you guys are here for it, I'm here for it. If people have to, you know, log off, go to bed, totally understandable. We'll cut it in 30 minutes at that point. We'll just see how everyone's feeling. All right, so let's rest. A scuffle has broken out in front of the houses. Thief! Shouts one of your people to a group of strangers flee from your camp. Old Leaf is already running in their direction. They took our supplies! Okay, tell the caravan to get ready to leave immediately. Old Leaf turns back from the chase when you call everyone together and tell them to get packed. Good, she says. That's why we should have done in the first place. Ivan looks like he desperately wants you to reconsider, but remains quiet. Okay.
We've got other problems, says Ivar. The whole place is flooded. We could try to walk the muddy parts, but it'll be a slow going. We could try to float the caravan over the lake, but we might tip or get stuck. Or we could just go around the whole thing, but no idea how long that'll take. What do you think?
Okay. We're gonna try and detour around the flooding. You leave Sergenholm and start to feel your way around the flooded area, which has washed out the road completely. You continue far into the wooded area, which slows you down even further. Already committed, you hope you didn't make a grave mistake. You leave Singerholm in a hurry, hoping to outpace the dredge that must be close behind. As you continue further south, you first hit overgrowth and then a forest before finding a land that is dry enough to follow back around. By the time you circumvent the mud, you've lost a lot of time and hope it doesn't haunt you later. Oh no. Okay, but that's fine. We still have 22 days of supplies. We have good morale. The road goes on forever and ever. The road goes on. Yeah. That's the Lord of the Rings song. Tolkien has so many songs in the book. It's so cool. He really wanted to do like a new folklore and stuff. So yeah, he created a bunch of songs and other stuff for the mythology of Britain. It's really cool. A scout returns with a nearly frozen child. I almost stepped on her in the snow. Looks like she must have been running from something, he says. Patches of blue mottle her pale skin, but her chest rises and falls ever so slightly. Even just carrying her along could kill her in the States, says a woman. We could be in danger here, points out another. Keep moving, but let the healers tend to her. The fighters stay alert for any threat while the caravan moves on. The healers rub the girl's arms and legs under blankets to no avail. An hour later, one healer approaches you with tears in her eyes. She says nothing, only shakes her head. Oh, I'm sorry. We tried to help. We just can't stop. Oh, wow, look at the detail. We're going through a forest and there's trees everywhere. That is so cool. As you're about to head off to sleep for the night, Onif pulls you aside. I have a couple concerns I want to speak to you about, he says, in private. You find a quiet place to talk? What's on your mind? How well do you know the people traveling with us? How many strangers are in the caravan now? Is this about equal? That's an obvious example. I've been watching folks since I joined. Your companions from Skroger? They're loyal. I mean, it seems pretty clear that they'd die to protect you. I suppose I'd do the same. What about the Varl? You don't even know half of those warriors. You're telling me they have no problems following a man's orders now? After everything that happened in Einentopf? I trust Ivar to handle it. He's fearless, I give you that. But look at him. He's run ragged. He can't be here all the time. What happens the first time the Varl don't want to do what you tell them? If Kermer gave the world, I guarantee you at least half would follow. Let's be honest. They could take this caravan by force any time if they wanted to. What do you suggest? I suggest growing some balls instead of hoping it all works out, Rook. They're not your biggest problem, though. There's a Mender with us, a Mender who pulls lightning out of the sky and tells us what to do and where to go. Myself, I think we lucked out with his mentor didn't show up in Sigerholm. Ivan's just the apprentice. What in the depths is his master capable of? Think on it. Think about it, Rook. What do you really know about Ivan? I heard they were found practically dead in the middle of nowhere when the dredge started showing up. Then an enormous serpent shows up at Einentopf after tearing the world in half, takes one look at Ivan and bolts. Suddenly they need our help instead of the Mender Council? How does that make any damn sense? Ivan could have taken control long before now. A shrewd man with ambitions can be very patient. I'm grateful for what you've done to get us this far, Rook. But it's always been about trust. I think it's time to part ways, so to speak. Nothing personal. Suddenly, you gasp for air. When you look down, Onif is holding a knife buried in your ribs. Your vision blurs and blood fills your sight. You gasp again. There's a bird whistle and the camp becomes a blur of motion. Onif's fighters from Frosthell leap into action, cutting people down. As Oldleaf turns to fire on the men, Onif runs her through. and pulls the blade from her back without even breaking his stride. She drops like a sack of flour. In one clean motion, his blade then takes Eagle in the throat before the boy can grab his shield. Onif heads straight for Alette, who freezes in unbridled terror. You rise to your feet through the pain. Eagle and Oatleaf are dead. Somehow, you find the strength to cleave the nearest traitor in two, but you can't find the breath to shout. You think your lung might be punctured. Onif clutches Alette's wrist amidst the commotion, tosses her bow aside, and pulls her into the deep woods. Her eyes meet yours across the campsite. No, her lips say, though you can't hear the words. A dozen men appear between you as Ivar steps into view, as fearsome as you'd ever seen him. Oh no. What is this? Traitor? What the heck? The heck? Guys, we were betrayed. Traitor! No, 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 don't. Okay, fine. No, no, no. Hey. Attack. Why can't I do anything? Oh no. Oh my goodness. Never believe anyone, says Overseer. Yeah, you got that right. That was awful. What the heck? Where is Alette? Where is Alette? Sorry, wrong voice. Shouts Ivar, tearing through the nearest bandit, but you've already hobbling into the deep woods where they disappeared, ignoring the battle raging behind you. In a haze of pain, you start to think you've lost their tracks. Then you hear Alette screaming in the distance, followed by silence. You tear through the trees. In a small clearing lies with her back against a tree. Her hands and her clothes are covered in blood. She stares vacantly ahead, unbleeding. Besides her is the bloody Onif, an arrow buried into his right eye, as if placed there by hand. She looks your direction, then at Onif. I killed him, she says. Olette, are you alright? You cringe as much from the pain as the appearance of Olette after her bloody struggle with Onif. No, I'm not hurt. I had no choice. Dad, your chest, you're bleeding. Suddenly, she's at your side, putting pressure on the wound. I can fix this. Where's my needle? Oh, leave! Anyone! Ivar, I found them. Just as your sight goes black, you see Ivan, Ivar, and Alette standing over you. He's going to make it? Your eyes open to the sound of Alette's voice. Normally a wound like that, I only hope I did enough. I'll survive. Dad! Alette stops herself from hugging your bandaged chest, pulling your head to her instead. The words come out easier than you expect. Oh, Leaf. It's a good thing Ivan was here. She's going to pull through, though it was a nasty wound. We managed to kill most of the traitorous sons of bitches, and the rest fled into the woods. There was a lot of people I couldn't save. You did everything you could, Ivan. Nobody expects you to raise the dead. Ivan frowns deeply, putting a hand to his forehead. Why did Onif do this, Rook? He was talking to you right before it happened. He's been planning it all along.
I think that much is clear. Ikil killed a good half-dozens of Onif's men by himself. He told me Onif was running Frostveller this whole time. He left Frostveller behind when he saw a better opportunity. Guess that relationship is over. Ikil was always just the barking dog you put in the yard to find out who your enemies are. It was no accident if Onif went after those of us from Skroger.
He must have thought with us gone, he'd take the banner and the rest would fall into line.
Or worse, they'd take all the supplies for themselves and leave the rest as dredge bait. We have to be more careful. We can't just let anyone join the caravan anymore.
We'll be more cautious.
None of this changes the fact that Bellower is out there somewhere, following us. That swamp around Sigholm might buy us some time, but we've got to keep moving.
Your body aches all over, but Ivar's right. The caravan is already starting to pack up the camp. Oh no. Okay. Alright, we gotta talk to these heroes, guys. Yeah, never believe anyone, says the Overseer. Exactly. Never believe anyone.
Look who it is. Still not dead? How are things, Rook?
I can never guess with you, Ikil. I heard you helped drive off the traitors when Onif attacked us, and it leaves me wondering, what's your deal?
I'm not so hard to understand. Why don't you try asking instead of telling?
Why didn't you warn us about Onif?
Didn't I? How many times did I call him a traitor before you got the message? What do you mean to say? Watch out, Onif's going to murder your whole family? He didn't fill me in on the details. He was always like that. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to convince you to off me. But listen, I don't need to know, so keep it to yourself.
You're welcome to stay with us.
Had no plans to go anywhere. So you're going to let me walk around with my own axe and everything?
That doesn't mean I'm not watching you.
I can accept that. You're a good man.
Why'd you stick with him?
I don't know, Rook. Family makes you do weird things. You know what the worst part is? We became kin when he married my sister. She died of fever one night, but she didn't. She wasn't sick. He killed her. I don't know why he did it. Maybe he just felt like it. I was so furious. I got so angry I wanted him to beg. I could kill him without a second thought, but that wasn't enough. I wanted him to feel sick about it. Puke his guts out. And somehow that turned into... Over time, he never cared. And I gave up. And did what he wanted. Don't know how it happened. But when I attacked you in Frostviller, guess I'll just say it wasn't my idea.
I need to get going.
And I need to take a piss. You're not the only man busy around here, you know.
You shake your head as Ikil steps away. Okay. How is the wound? You notice Old Leaf wince as she rises to greet you. It's doing a lot better. When I saw it happen, I thought for sure, oh, well, I'm glad you're... You would have missed me, Rook. She smiles. Without Ivan, that's all you could have done. Instead, you'd have to put up with my crap a little while longer. It still aches like you wouldn't believe, though. Oh, maybe you would. Heard you took a stabbing yourself. I guess things could have gone worse. How is your husband doing? Old Leaf's smile falls into lead weight. I'm sorry, Rook. I'm sorry. I didn't tell you sooner. He died in Einentop. It just didn't seem like the right time you put that burden on you. I should have said something. It's been lonely without him. I'm just glad to have a lad around. And you, Rook. What do you think about the caravan? You mean, should we start kicking people out? That's a tough one. Usually I'd be the first to give you a dirty look for suggesting it. On the other hand, I got a sword in my back. Old Leaf thinks for a long minute before sighing. Don't send anyone away. Just make sure nothing happens to Alette. Go get some rest. I'll take you up on it. You know, you're welcome to keep me company. When I'm a little more awake, I mean. I'll talk to you later. Okay. Heroes, anyone can level up? Nope. Okay. That was scary. Alright. I thought we had lost Alette and I was about to cry. Good morale. I have no idea how long we'll be traveling. We need to leave. Alright. Okay, -8 supplies. Morale declines. Oh no. Alright. Let's see here. Up ahead, a scout shouts. Some giant hall, but it's empty. You approach the structure but recognize none of the markings. The wall seems unsteady at best. Finally, sleeping beneath a roof, you overhear several families begin unpacking. Look for any clues about why it was abandoned. Whomever left here may have had a good reason, you tell the caravan, but after a few tiring hours of searching for clues, you have no answers. The frustration of wasted time is apparent on the clansmen's faces. Okay, fine, we'll sleep here. Cheers erupt as people flood into the building. A varl leans against a supporting pillar. It cracks and brings down a portion of the massive roof, crushing a number of clansmen beneath it. Sadly, the rubble is too deep to recover their bodies, and you leave the building with regret. Oh no. Dang it. People are dropping like flies. So sad. Alright. The villagers are completely oblivious to the destruction that is coming. All we've seen here is some dark figures far off, they tell you. Aside from a few young families, they're reluctant to pick up their things and join you. 15 clansmen? Yes, we need to stay alive. Okay, leave. We can always rest ourselves. Oh, look at guys, look how pretty this is. Oh my goodness. I wonder if Not Yet Human would appreciate this art, or if they're inspired to draw some cool stuff. Didn't they do a great job with the channel artwork and the emojis? I really appreciate them. And I appreciate our subscribers. We have Lana, Cat Kawaii, Davies, Crusader Chronicles, Grayzo Gaming. We got Valkyrie. Thank you guys so much. If you did subscribe, Rax and Cactus subscribed too with a gift subscription. So Keela, thank you for giving Cactus the gift subscription. I think I got everybody, but thank you guys so much. I really appreciate all of you. Okay, someone's been nicking extra good from the supplies, a concerned woman tells you. Counted these myself yesterday, no mistake. This keeps up, we'll be starving. Okay? Post a few extra guards. To deter any further theft, you discreetly place a few trusted guards by the caravans. You hear a few people casually point out the extra manpower, but no one seems to be alarmed for now. Okay, yeah, we gotta camp. Our morale is dwindling. Okay. Rest. Rest. Good morale. Great morale. Okay. We just need to rest a few days. Okay. We have 29 days of supplies. We're gonna be okay. As you're nodding off to sleep, shouts of fire pull you back to attention. Flames quickly consume a supply wagon and a few tents. A woman cries out, "My boy!" pointing to a burning tent closest to the outlining Varl. Two of the giants are motionless, staring at the spreading fire with terror in their eyes. Okay. Organize the peasants to put out the fires. You look away from the petrified Varl and rush to help the others dip blankets into water. Barrels to combat the fire. When the flames seem under control, you're able to retrieve the coughing boy. The ashamed Varl retreat further from camp while the peasants count the lost supplies. What in the depths was that about? You mutter to yourself. Something about the fire, Oldleaf tells you. I've heard of this before. They don't like it. Doesn't change what happened, you think to yourself. We still have 27 days of supplies. But we might be in trouble, guys. Alright, the imposing godstone of Bjorulf approaches. His severe vistas makes it feel like he's watching you even now. The caravan spreads out, happy to be free of the confining forests and in open fields. Hogan pulls you aside to show you some red berries growing on an ash tree that looks like it was chopped down long ago. "These shouldn't be growing here," he says excitedly. "I haven't seen these in a long time." He and Mogan busily go about collecting the berries. Okay, let's see. We'll inspect the godstone. Get everyone ready to travel again. You're openly mocked for suggesting that everyone get ready to walk some more. Still, it's not long before they've had their fun and you're back on the road. The caravan seems in a great mood despite everything that's happened. Nice. Cool. Great morale. I'll take it. Alright, let's see here. Alright, what do you guys think? Do you want to go for another 30 minutes? Or do you want to stop it here now that we've hit Reykjavik? What do you think, guys? "More supplies missing," the woman by the wagon says to you. "And look, tracks right here. They look like children's footprints, but my husband and I followed them into the wilderness a ways. They meet up with some adult tracks, not telling how many." Overseer says, "More?" Alright, We'll see if we get 2 more votes for more. I'll go like another 30 minutes. Round up and question the children. Your clansmen are on edge as you question the children. None of them seem to know anything about the food, but you manage to scare them more than you intended. 2 brothers in particular are left on the verge of crying. That's sad. "I didn't mean to scare you, but we need to stop stealing food, guys."
Reykjavik is more of a smattering of farmhouses than a proper town. Though judging by stray dredge stalking through empty fields, it is barely even that anymore.
Reykjavik comes and goes as long series of farmhouses abandoned and crawling with dredge. The farmers have probably already fled to Borsgard. You try to hurry past, but are eventually spotted, dredge ambling in your direction. Okay. "What is that?" points out Oldleaf up near one of the longhouses. In the distance, a large person, clothes seemingly covered in blood, is cursing loudly and stumbling about. He staggers into the longhouse laughing. The dredge heading to your direction turn back roaring and begin to pound on the longhouse door, but they seem to be holding a grudge against this particular person. You doubt the door will hold long. Okay. "We're gonna rush to help. Against my better judgment, we should probably do something," you say. The others agree, even though it means putting them all at risk. As you quietly approach, the dredge have managed to splinter the door and break through. "Hey!" shouts the Varl wearing all red, standing the other side of the dredge. "Came all the way up here just for me?" He seems unconcerned about the dredge as he hoists his enormous sword. Okay. Cool. Well, now we get to do a whole new party. Okay, Rook. Gun Elf. The Mender. Ivar. I mean, do I want to put Alette in danger? I'm not great with archers, so let's go Mogan. There we go. This will be our new starting lineup. Ready for battle. We are gonna get these dredge for sure before we leave for the day. Whoa, that's a lot of dredge. Attack. 2, 3, 4, yeah. Get rid of 4 armor. Do it. Alright, Rook, let's see what you can do. Fight. How about here? Finish him, Rook. Finish him. Killing spree. Alright, let's go over here. Let's end the turn. Jeez, can we not hit the poor Mender? Though actually, you're being smart and strategic. I still just do not like it. Whoa, okay. Nice. Jeez, can we not kill for Rook? Okay, let's see. I could get 4. Look out some more. Okay. These little guys need to go. Bye-bye. Just take pieces off the board. If you're not sure what to do, take pieces off the board. Okay, here we go. We're gonna attack him. 12. That seems excessive, but that's okay. We take him out. Alright, Mender. Do your thing, chicken wing. Bye-bye. Okay. Goodbye. Nice. Okay, I have a feeling he's going down and then the other one's going down. We're just gonna have a party here, guys. Nice. Okay. Rook, would you like to end the fight? Oh, I moved too far away. Gunoff can't end the fight. Just move over there, I guess. Okay. The Mender can end the fight, probably. Okay. Abilities. Arc Lightning. Let's go. See if you can end the fight. Nice. 3. Ivar. Do nothing. Just rest. Okay, yes, you're weak. Finish it. We gotta get you upgraded. Let's go, everybody. We did it. Victory! we have victory. Rook is ready for promotion. Ivar is ready for promotion. Mogan is ready for promotion. Let's get it. Let's go. 12 renown. 1-2. This is amazing. Okay. Guys, I don't really have many voices left. So I guess this guy has to be Scottish. Welcome to my mead house. Sigbjorn's house of mead. Wasn't expecting a Varl this far south. Or this drunk. I can see that. There are people huddled in the corners of the mead hall looking out with uneasiness. Who are you? Who are you people? No, they're friends. They made this place, it's not really mine. You lured Dredge back to a room full of unarmed people? What's wrong with you? Come on, I saved everyone here. They shared some fine drink, the best drink. Wait, I was saving your ass, remember that part? I knew if you'd come up here, you could help. You could have told me. What do we do with this guy? Anyone here is welcome to join us. The townspeople show you a huge stack of barrels filled with quality meat and help you haul them back to the caravan. I miss this place. Good memories. Awesome. We did it. Okay, guys. I am very sorry, but my voice hurts. Seems like a lot of the internet buddies needed to go to bed, needed to get some stuff done. So, I am going to end it here. I think 2-hour streams are the sweet spot, and I'll probably not go over 2 hours in the future. I think that's when I start to get tired. I think the content wanes a bit, and I think you guys just are too busy to give more than 2 hours to me for watch time, which I respect. I respect if you're too busy to give more than that. So, what we're going to do is we're going to find someone to raid. Thank you so much, everyone. Absolutely everyone who watched, commented, followed, subscribed. The internet buddies have shown up and shown out every single stream. I am so touched, so blessed to do this for fun. This is completely and utterly amazing. Now let's find someone to raid. And it looks like my good friend Little Blue Motzi is doing some Mass Effect. So I think we are going to go ahead and raid her. So let's start the raid, and anyone who is free can raid with me, and I really appreciate all of you. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful night, and I will be joining you watching Little Blue in a bit. Thank you guys